Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. A listener named Julie writes in, it says, "Hi, Tom. I've noticed that some male friends of my husband's seem to like to live with or marry women with children. Yet they themselves do not have any children of their own with these women. I wonder if this is more widespread than I originally thought. And I was wondering how many men out there marry single mothers, yet do not have any children with them. I suppose this situation would be a bit more simplified for the man because the man gets some satisfaction of interacting and helping raise the kids. Yet, if the relationship does not work out, no child support, no strings. I was wondering what you think and what your listeners think." It's Julie writing in. Well, I can speak from my own experience. I did this. I won't do it again, but I did this. And honestly, when I did this, I was with a chick who was hot as a pistol. Hot, hot, hot. Did I do just about anything I had to do to get a piece of that action? You bet I did. In the beginning, I never saw the kids. The kids were with a babysitter or with a friend or something like that. But ultimately, after the banging continued in a very satisfactory manner, ultimately the kids were introduced into the equation. And this chick was so hot, honestly, I had no interest in being with a single mother and no interest in being around these kids. But ultimately, after I spent some time with her and her kids and realized it was a package deal, I got sucked in. And ultimately, after spending time with the kids, I actually liked the kids. I thought they're pretty cool. I still had no interest in having kids with her. But you know what? I got to do all kinds of things with her kids that I probably wouldn't have done on my own. Movies I went to, theme parks I went to, stuff I did that I would never, ever do if I wasn't with a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old. And it was kind of interesting to be in that role for a while. But I had no interest in having kids. None. At that time. None. Zero. So it was very easy for me to simply spend time with her and her children. That's what I did. It worked. It worked for a while. After a while, it became insufferable, but it worked for a while. And my preference would not be to do that now, but I did that, and I think I learned a lesson from it. I really do. More than one. So it was a worthwhile experience. But I do think, if I put it this way, I think there were some guys who just want to get into a woman's panties, and these chicks are MILFs, and so they go for it. I think there are other guys who, and I know guys who, I don't know what it is. I think some of them have low self-esteem, and they think that they can't meet a chick unless they accept a chick who has kids. Like, all they can get is a single mother. They can't get chicks without baggage of some kind, so they just kind of live with the baggage. They kind of accept the idea that they've got to take the baggage. And then there are guys who... there are guys, and I don't understand it, who want to be with a woman's kids. I don't get it. There are guys who charm the kids in order to get into the chick's panties. There's guys who do that. But Julie makes a very good point here. I want to know why a guy gets with a single mother and then, takes on that responsibility. It's some other guy's responsibility. He's not taking his responsibility. Why? Why would you want to do that? I don't get it. Julie doesn't get it. I don't get it. Why are you doing this?
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
Hey, Sassy, you're really cooking tonight.
I'm cooking with gas, baby.
Right on.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Why do guys hook up with single mothers and take on the responsibility of the children of some other guy? Why? Adam on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
How you doing, Tom?
Okay.
Look, it's a pleasure to talk to you. I'm going to be straight up with you. I don't have the kind of self-esteem, and I hate to admit it, to get chicks of the same caliber as the single mothers that I go out with. And number two, single.
So what you're saying is you get a better caliber of chick in terms of how they look?
Absolutely, yeah.
If they're already damaged goods by having kids, than if they're single and available.
Absolutely.
No children.
You know what? I do not like going out with single mothers. I'll admit it. The children are really in the way. It's a chore. But for the life of me, I've been trying to get through before. Lycus 101 has not worked for me, and I love you to death, but I cannot, for whatever reason, get women like 6, 7, 8, 9.
Do you have any money?
Yeah, I have plenty of money. I have a good job, and
where do you look for chicks?
I go to clubs, bars, you name it, grocery stores. I have hit on women and gotten phone numbers from any location you can think of.
Do they know you have money?
Yeah, I've done everything that you've said to it.
And they don't care that you have money?
For whatever reason.
You're telling me in Los Angeles, a woman sees you and knows you have money and is not interested?
For whatever reason, I can't.
Maybe your self-esteem is so low you can't tell when they are interested.
Quite possibly so. I've talked to friends people that I know, women, and they say that I'm a great-looking guy, I'm very attractive, and they cannot figure out what it is that I'm doing and how it is that I've done things in situations that other men have done and have had 10 times better luck. So it really is a mind-boggling situation.
Yeah.
But single mothers, it's like you said, that they're much more easy to date and to...
That's right, because they don't mind having more kids.
Absolutely, yeah, that's true, and that's something that scares me too, because I'm not
ready to have kids
right now.
But then you pay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have to pay either way. So I don't want to be alone, and
you don't have to be married too. You don't have to have like a permanent relationship.
Oh, definitely not. But unfortunately, in order for me to get sex, that's like my only real tangible, most likely.
Well, you could also go with fat girls, ugly girls, old women, women older than you, women in their 40s.
Well, I'll tell you, I've tried that, and it's like I told you, for whatever reason, women...
You can't even get women in their 40s?
No, I don't know what it is. I tried calling you before, like on your Thursday show, to try and talk about this, and this kind of ties into the subject today, so this is like the only time that I can really come out and say this, that's the only way that I'm able to get a woman to have sex, and it's a real shame, because
my God,
as much as I like a lot of these women, and they're really cool, the kids do get in the way. They rarely have time for you, and it's one thing after the other where the kids get in the way. And I've seen like guy friends who have single girlfriends that don't have children, and I see how it's real easy for them to get dates and have time with this. And I'd love to have that, but it hasn't worked for me in the past.
Wow.
So I don't know what it is that I'm doing. I'm a failing student. I have been for a long time, and I called in, and Dino told me over the phone, man, you got to figure out what it is, because I told him before, and he says, you're all over the map. He says, I can't pinpoint what it is to put you on the air, but today you had a topic that really fits into to my... I
find it hard to believe that a 42-year-old woman meets a 29-year-old guy with money and wouldn't be interested in Los Angeles.
Right. Well, when you say money, that's kind of, like relative, so...
How much do you have? I mean, do you have a good job?
I have a decent job. I make about $40 a year. But, I mean, I don't know if that's what you consider.
Well, and that's not a lot of money. The thing is, though, you don't have to tell them you make $40 a year. They can make $400 a year.
Oh, absolutely. And I've tried this, and for whatever reason, whatever it is that I'm doing, they're seen through the cracks. And it's the Lycus 101 that at least I've learned over the last couple of years.
You wrote your number on the ATM slip and stuff?
I've done that. I've done for whatever, and this is a funny thing too. Is I go out with these girls that don't have the kids, and they'll tell me straight out that I listen to Lycus 101, and I know how to play the game just as good as you, and this, that, and the other thing. And it's like it's now that Lycus 101 is so popular, and obviously it has been for years. Women know the game too, and now that they know that guys do it, and now I'm meeting women that play it better than guys do, and it's like now we're at a stump. At least I am. I mean, obviously there's plenty of guys that call your show and obviously the majority are using it correctly, but it really is a difficult situation for me, and that's the deal. It's low self-esteem, and it's an easy sex. It's what am I going to do? Be alone and get frustrated and go out and be pissed off.
Yeah, but imagine how much it's going to cost you if the condom breaks. Yeah, you are using rubbers, right?
Yeah, definitely.
What happens if the rubber leaks or something?
Yeah, I'm in big trouble. This is definitely a situation that I've always been worried about. But I mean, what am I going to do? Be alone? you know?
Well. All right, Adam. Well, I guess I'd have to see you and see what you're doing. That's all I can say. 1-800-5800-TOM. Vicky on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Okay.
Oh, good. Hey, I wanted to comment on that. I was a single mom when I met my husband now, and we were all the wrong things. We were all the wrong Tom Leykis 101s. I was his boss, and I was a single mom, and boy, we made it anyway. And he's a terrific guy. But I had my 2 kids, and I was kind of done with that. I had them early. I didn't have a real fun life when I was younger because I had kids at 18. And I was done. I wanted to.
Why did you do it, by the way?
How did I do it?
Why did you do it?
Why? Stupidity.
Stupidity. Thank you. Again, I'm not trying to beat on you, but it's all the 18-year-olds out there who are thinking of doing what you did. You admit it's stupid.
Oh, it was. And when my kids got older, and I gave them condoms and said, look, life made some choices for me. I wish it hadn't. You make your own choices in life. Here you go.
Yeah.
So, but my husband, he never had kids. He'd also never been married, and he never really found anybody he wanted to get married to until I came along, thank God. And now he says, well, if we had tons more money, he would have a kid. But deep down, he actually likes his motorcycles and trailer and toys and things more than daycares and diapers.
Yeah, well, who doesn't?
Right. But, it worked for us. I think some guys, like my husband, his last girlfriend before me had 3 kids, and I think subconsciously he was looking for someone with kids because I think that deep down he really didn't want to have his own.
I'm sure that's one of the reasons guys do this. Thank you for that. Mike, on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom, I love you, man.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, I have kind of a similar situation here. Dated a girl and actually lived with her for a couple of years. She's got a couple kids, about same age that you had them at.
I don't have kids.
No. That you were talking about the 6 and 9-year-old earlier.
Oh yeah. I dated a woman with kids who were 6 and 9. Yes.
Yeah, so I have the same thing, and this girl, I've been trying to just kind of push her off, and like I said, lived with her, haven't for a couple of years now, and she just keeps coming after me and sent me tickets to go to Vegas the other day. And I just need to tell her, that's it. It's over.
And it's over. Why now? Tell us.
Well, because I just don't want to do it. And I just can't convince her of that. She keeps showing up. She's been at my apartment at night. I've gone.
So you don't live with her or anything, yeah, but you're dating her.
No, I did live with her, but I don't anymore.
Right. And she won't listen to you. You're trying to break up with her, and she won't pay attention.
Yeah.
And so.
I just got tickets the other day to go to Vegas with her, and I don't know what to do anymore.
Well, why did you get tickets to go to Vegas with her if you're trying to get rid of her?
No, I didn't get tickets. She gave them to me.
She gave them to you?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you just say you're not going?
Well, that's basically what I'm calling up to do.
You going to do that now?
Yeah. I think she's on the phone there.
She is on the phone here. Let's get her on the air.
All right.
All right. Let's say hello here to Sylvia. Sylvia.
Yes?
It's Tom Leykis. How are you?
Oh,
She hung up? Dial her back there, Dean. Dial her back. We're going to dial her right back right now. I don't know if she hung up or got cut off or what. Did she bolt? Can't get her back on the phone? He's dialing again. We're going to see if we can get her back on the phone here. So you're gonna tell her to get lost.
Yep, absolutely.
Wow. Let's see if he can. He's going to try one more time here. Got it? Ringing?
Hello?
No, wait. It's ringing. We don't want to put her on the air until she knows she's on the air.
Oh, okay.
He's got to inform her. It's kind of a legal thing. Ready to go? Okay. We got her back. We lost you there.
Hello?
Sylvia.
Yes.
It's Tom Leykis.
I know. Hi, how are you?
Okay, how are you? Dean told you he was putting you on the air?
Yes, but my cell phone keeps cutting out. So I don't lose you again.
Oh, okay. Well, say hi to Mike.
Is he on the other line?
He's right here.
Hey, baby.
Hey, what's up?
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just calling Tom to make an official end to this.
I'm sorry?
I said I'm just calling Tom so I can make an official end to this. I got your tickets in the mail the other day, and, first of all, I told you I can't even stand Vegas, but it's over. And, you keep showing up and doing all this stuff, but I don't know what it's going to take to, just get you to finally go away. I'm sorry, but, that's it.
What are you talking about? I don't understand. I'm confused. Hello?
I think Mike's trying to tell you he's breaking up with you.
Yeah.
But I don't understand, honey. Why?
Well, we haven't even lived together for a couple of years now, and it's like, haven't you noticed that we haven't been together for like 2 years?
No, we have. We were at the apartment, and I've been there for you for everything, Mike. And I don't understand. We went to the Christmas party. You came out for Katrina's birthday.
Oh, yeah, Tom, that was another mistake I made. I actually had her come to a Christmas party, and then like 2 days later, I was listening to your show, and you said, whatever you do, don't have them come to a Christmas party. I was like,
because they think it means something, like Sylvia does.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand why you would do this on the radio. Why can't you talk to me in person?
Oh, because Tom's my father.
I'm sorry?
Here's what he said, Sylvia, and if this isn't true, maybe you can enlighten us here. Mike told us that he's been trying to tell you this, and you don't listen to it. He's been trying to tell you it's over, and that you don't pay any attention when he says it.
I don't know. It's not that I don't pay attention. We haven't sat down and talked about this. He did not say. I asked him if he would just tell me. If he don't want to be with me anymore, he needs to tell me. But he's not saying that. He kind of gives me the runaround. 1 minute, he invites me places and does things with me, and I've been there for.
How long has it been since I've invited you anywhere?
But I don't understand. So you basically
you show up. You show up at my work.
Mike, I was.
And just say, I want to take you out to lunch. Oh, and you send me a ticket. Oh, I want to take you to Vegas.
I was doing something special for you. I wanted to show you how much I care for you and that I love you. It's been almost 5 years, Mike. Why would you do this on the radio like this to me?
I don't know. It sounded like a good way.
It sounded like a good way?
Because you haven't listened to anything else, so.
I don't understand, Mike. How could you be that cold to me after all this, after everything that I've done for you and been there for you and your coke habit and everything?
Uh-oh.
How can you do this to me, Mike? I was there for you. I can't even believe this. I was so happy to hear from you, and now you're doing this over the phone like this? But why? I haven't done anything wrong. I've done nothing but good for you, Mike.
Yeah, right.
Mike, you even told me that when you called me from the ranch the other day, you told me, oh, you're always there for me, and I'm just totally in shock. Why did you do this over the radio?
I will get that answer in a second.
The Tom Leykis Show. This is the Tom Leykis Show.
Yes, it is. At 1-800-5800-TOM, and continuing the trials and tribulations of Mike, who called in to tell us he was dating a single mom of two, but he wanted to end it right here on the air, and we called her up, Sylvia, and we have them both on the phone. And now, Sylvia, is this true? You thought that Mike was going to propose to you?
I'm sorry he did when we a couple months after we met. I mean, Mike, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, this was like originally I had, unfortunately, but that's just not what I want.
What's going on? Where is this all coming from? Why are you doing this over the radio? Why can't we talk on the phone? Why haven't you called me? I don't understand.
I've tried talking to you and doing it subtly, but it just hasn't worked, so.
Because all you had to say is, you know what, I don't want to be with you anymore, and that's it. But you don't say that, Mike. You give me mixed signals.
I'm not giving you mixed anything.
Okay, when I came out to see you did you not sit down with me? You gave me kisses and hugs, and you were there for me.
Well, I was trying to be nice and everything. You started crying and all, so I didn't want to make you feel all bad. I didn't want to be a total bad guy.
Because I missed you. I haven't seen you in 2 months. I've been trying to see you and spend time with you.
Why haven't you seen him in 2 months?
Because I've been working. I work at night. He works during the day. But still, I don't understand. Like you make it seem like I thought things were getting better. Like we were working on things. Where is this all coming from? Did you not call me from the ranch and tell me, hey, can you come get me? I'm not. And then you're like, hey, what's his name? I can't remember his name. He asked you if you needed to ride, and you're like, no, my girlfriend's on the phone. That was just like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
No, it wasn't, Mike. Why are you doing this? I don't understand.
Well, see, you're doing it again. You're just continuing to make it just more drawn out and more drawn out. I can make it worse if you want.
Why are you doing this? Why are
Tom,
you doing
ask
this?
her what she does.
Mike, why are you doing this? That's not important, Mike. Mike, why
Tom,
are you
ask her
doing
what
this?
she does.
What she does for a living?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this, Mike? I don't understand.
She's avoiding it now.
Well, wait. Let me ask you a question.
What does it matter? Why? Okay, so you don't want to be with me, so that's it. It's over, just like that.
Yeah.
For what reason?
Because I just don't want to be with you.
But why? I don't understand.
Give her the reason, Mike. Just let her have it.
Okay, I don't want to be with you with a couple kids. I know, I really love them. I love being around them. But, I just, that's not me. I don't want to be with them. I want to be just single and by myself.
Just single and by yourself.
Yeah.
You said you just needed some time to think about what you wanted. And
do you think?
Apparently he did.
Why? I can't even believe you're being this cold to me, Mike, after all these years and everything we've been through, and I've been there for you, bent over backwards for you.
Oh, and I haven't been over backwards for you?
When you were
Yeah, Tom,
no one else helped you.
I make a nice six-figure.
We can't use that word on the air.
No, I said I make a nice six-figure. I've supported her and her kids for a couple of years, and, that's just over.
Mike, that was the first 2 years. I've shown you everything. I've done everything that you've asked. Why would you do this like this?
It's just the only way I thought I could finally get it done.
Are you on something? Are you drinking?
No.
I mean, where is this coming from?
Nope. This is just me.
Is it your parents?
No.
So you can't even tell me face to face. You have to do it over the radio.
Well, you live 60 miles away, so.
And you couldn't even come out here and give me the decent respect to come visit me and talk things out. You have to do it on the radio? That's not right.
That's a long ways to drive.
Hang on a second. Wait a minute. Wait. Stay right there. Mike and Sylvia, stay there, because I got Katie on the phone. Katie, what did you want to say to Sylvia?
Oh, my God. Okay, first of all, I'm so proud of Mike. She is so passive-aggressive. I cannot even believe it. She's awful. Sylvia, he's telling you he does not want to date you anymore. You can't, be a lawyer and argue a case to try to convince him. He doesn't want to date you anymore. Pay attention. Because everyone else can hear it, and you can't. When you're saying, I don't understand, what can't you understand? He doesn't want to date you anymore. You're very passive-aggressive. I'm very proud of you, Mike. Nice job.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
She's incredibly passive-aggressive. Whatever you do not go see her.
You know what? I don't know why you're doing this, Mike. I really don't.
Mike, what does Sylvia do for a living? Obviously, that's an issue.
You know what? It doesn't matter. That's not important.
Mike, tell us.
No, it's not important. Why would you do that?
Go ahead and tell us, Mike.
You know what? This is so
if
wrong,
she wants
Mike.
to tell you.
Mike, that is so wrong. I can't believe that you're disrespecting me like this after everything we've been through. This is how you're going to do me? Why?
Yeah, this is how he's doing it.
You know what? I'm not talking to you. I don't even know who the hell you are, but you just mind your own business. I'm talking to him.
Let me ask you a question, Sylvia. I'm just as an innocent bystander here. I'm not really taking sides on this thing. Look, let's say he's being really rude by doing this on the radio, and it's really terrible. Don't you have the self-esteem to say, all right, you bastard, fine. But doing this, don't even talk to me anymore. Why are you trying to, argue with him?
Because I'm in shock. I can't even believe that he's, after all this time and everything we've been through, this is how he's going to disrespect me. And, I'm in shock. I can't even believe this.
Well, I mean, you got the word. He's done.
Believe it.
I just sent you an airline ticket and everything, Mike. I was trying to show you that I love you and that I care, and you can't even pick up the phone to call me.
I did call you. I had Mom call you.
What?
No, he can't. Mike,
I'm not talking to you.
You don't owe her anything anymore.
I'm not
You're
talking
done with her.
to you.
You owe her nothing.
Who is she on the phone?
I'm not. It's done.
Mike, why are you doing this?
This is the thing, it never ends. It's always like this.
Mike, are you on coke right now?
No, I'm not.
Now, wait a minute. Why does it matter? He doesn't want to be with you anymore. I mean, why would you argue with somebody like that? Let's say this is the worst thing anybody could ever do, embarrass you by doing this on the air.
I'm not embarrassed.
All right.
You should be embarrassed. He's the one that can't even come to my face and tell me.
Well, why don't you tell him that? That's it. Don't call me anymore. I don't want to talk to you. And then be done with it.
Because you know what? He's going to be the one that's crying in the end.
What do you care? She hung up? There you go, Mike. You did it.
I love you, man.
How do you feel?
I feel great. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, everyone.
Mike, thank you.
1-800-5800-TOM.
I wouldn't go for a guy just because he had money, because, you know, he might be a jerk.
You would if you were a 9 or a 10.
Why? Because the more beautiful you are, the stupider you are?
Bingo.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Yeah, the Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM. Nicole, hello.
Yes. Good evening, Tom. How are you?
Do you care, Nicole?
Yes, I do care because I'm so upset with Mike. He is nothing but a crackhead, a recovering addict, and once an addict, always an addict. That young lady stayed by his side, regardless of the fact that she had kids. Just because you have a child, that means nothing. I'm from Maryland. Yes, I do have one daughter, and she has nothing. I mean, if you
Well, maybe she's better off. Maybe she should have thanked him for doing that.
Actually, she should thank him because it's a possibility that he will relapse again. And like I said, once an addict, always an addict. He has addict tendencies. He has a crackhead.
Of course, is it possible she has a tendency to be codependent? In other words, to be an enabler and to help him stay an addictive personality? Maybe it's just as bad for her as it is for him.
She was in love. She was searching for love. She had 2 kids. Obviously,
is that good for your kids to be with a cokehead? Is that good for your kids?
No, it's not.
All right, so maybe she wasn't doing such a good thing either.
But I believe everybody can make a change. I'm not going to dug Mike out.
Yeah, but why would you? But the thing is, it's one thing if you meet a guy and you're alone, but she had 2 kids. Why would you want to expose your kids to a guy like that?
True. You're right. But obviously he was telling her something good to have her mind like that. She has 2 kids and she has money.
Well, it sounds to me like every time he tries to tell her he wants to break up with her, she just argues with him about it and tries to get him not to do it.
You don't see your man in 2 months. What person doesn't see their man in 2 months? Come on now, my man can't stay away from me for hours, let alone 2 months. So she should have known right then and there.
Well, there you go.
But where's the money coming from to spend? She has 2 kids and she's going to buy Vegas tickets?
Well, that's a very good question. I'll bet her ex-husband's paying for that, or the father of her children,
With
whoever.
child support, right?
Yeah, probably so.
Probably so. So she has issues too. She need to get herself together, but Mike should not have totally dug her out.
Well, my guess is both sides have enough problems to go around. And
yeah, but I'm glad you brought it out. I mean, that was excellent that they came on the Tom Show tonight. I'm glad. So they got my feedback tonight.
There we go, Nicole. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Andrew on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Father.
Hi, son.
I've been actually thinking about calling you since the last show that you guys did about meeting people over the Internet.
Yes.
And tonight was just like a double whammy. I had to call and tell you my story.
All right.
I met a girl on the Internet, a woman who was 10 years older than me at the time. I was 21. I'm 26 now. But I drove 3,000 miles from Pasadena, California, all the way to Charlotte, North Carolina to be with this woman.
Must have been the Internet.
Yeah.
Of course it was.
She turned out she had 4, count them, 4 children that I did not know about until I actually got there. So you can imagine the shell shock.
That's why she's online looking to meet men, because if she didn't have 4 kids, she'd be out at a bar or a club.
Listening to you back then, man, let me tell you, this never would have been an issue at all. She wanted me to start doing, she wanted to throw me directly into the father role. She started, she was even to the point where she was pressuring me into punishing her children. It started to get really, really bad. This lasted about 2 weeks. And she started kicking me to get married, and I just, at that point, I got so scared that I didn't say anything. I packed up my stuff. I got in my car, and I made the 3,000-mile trip.
One of the times I was with a single mother, let me tell you something. One of the times I was with a single mother, and I did it more than once. One of the times I did it, I knew it had gone too far when this woman I was dating was at work, and her son was acting up in school, and she didn't have time to go meet with his teacher. So she wanted me to go do it, and there I am. I'm at the school meeting with the teacher. And this is some other guy's son, for God's sake.
Yep.
And by the way, this kid did not want me to be together with his mother and all of us living in the same place at all, and I'm meeting with his teacher. That's when I knew it had gone too far.
I actually had to go pick up the problematic one, the middle kid, from his third grade class because he was being disruptive, and she was not available, so I actually had to go to his classroom and pick him up.
Mm-hmm.
And it was probably one of the most embarrassing moments in my entire life. And I'm so glad I got out of there. And since then, I've been listening to you for probably the last 4 years now. And like I said, man, if I had known, it never, ever, ever would have happened.
By the way, how did this chick react when you told her you were out?
She freaked out. My cell phone did not stop ringing until probably Oklahoma City. But I ignored it. And I guarantee you the second I got back online, as soon as she saw my screen name when I was back home in Pasadena, she was the first person that IM'd me. I had 25 emails from her asking me why I left and what the problems were and what was I expecting when I came out there, and just completely went psycho. I literally had to ignore her for about 6 months before she finally gave up. And it was the most horrible thing that I've ever done. And let me tell you, single mothers, that's the way they are, Tom. They will trap you any way they can because their options are so slim. It's pathetic sometimes.
Boy, I'll bet it is.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
Well, break it down for me.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-866.
I had a piece of booty call action in high school. She wanted to hook up, but she got in Crisco on me, man. You know what I'm saying? Fat in the can.
She's gone Crisco on me. I like that.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Julie. Hello.
Hello?
Is that a question or a statement, Julie?
I just have a statement. First of all, I want to say that I love your show. I want to have time to catch it, at least. And I agree with a lot of things that you say because I'm a mother of 2 boys. I'm 30 years old, and I just wanted to say that the guy that broke up with his girlfriend on air, I think that was a total pussy move. He had to have your hand, actually you had to hold his hand to break up with her. And
sometimes people need that.
Really. Yeah, I guess so, but I think that's just really wrong. But anyway,
well, it sounds to me, based on what we heard her say, I think what he says is probably true. He's been trying to tell her, and she keeps arguing with him, so he never gets to finish his sentence or finish his thought. He never gets to break up with her because she just acts like nothing's happening.
Right. Well, that's true.
Now she knows he's serious.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, and she's, both of them, good riddance for each of them, There's plenty of great guys out there that are willing to accept, having kids and everything. I have a child and from a previous marriage, and now my boyfriend and I, we both have a son together. And I was lucky. I found a great guy that was willing to accept, that the whole, headache of having to deal with, that part of my family, having to deal with an ex-husband and all that. That's just, I know it's like a headache,
Yeah, I wouldn't want any part of it.
I don't think I'd be able to handle that,
I certainly wouldn't want to.
Yeah, so, I just thought that is really kind of a pussy thing for him to do. But, again, you have made up a great point, that they just don't belong together, and she should there's plenty of great guys out there that are, willing to be responsible and willing to accept that,
Well, good luck to her finding one. I mean, she started off with a coke fiend, so who knows? Who knows what her issues are? I have no idea. Gavin on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom, how are you, buddy?
All right, Gavin.
First off, I got to start off saying you are not my dad, my cousin, my brother. You are my God. And I love you. I've been listening to you at almost every
Thank you.
And I was just talking to Dino. I just want to say this was one of the greatest shows I've ever heard, and I listen to you every single day.
Thank you for that.
No problem. As for the guy breaking up with the girl on the radio, I think it was great. She probably deserved it, and I just want to say that you're the best man on this planet.
Well, thank you for that.
No problem. That's all I got to say. Can you take me out old school style, please?
Here you go. Our email address is my name. It's Tom at blowmeuptom.com. That's Tom at blowmeuptom.com. Or call our 24-hour-a-day comment line, 310-842-9592.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Write us, The Tom Leykis Show. Post Office Box 4455, Hollywood, California, 90078. Email us. Our email address is my name. It's Tom at blowmeuptom.com. Tom at blowmeuptom.com. We'll call our comment line. The number is 310-842-9592. From Los Angeles, it's the Tom Leykis Show.